Joe Bourelly here for NAPMA Magazine, and today I'm with one of our real strong future superstars, Jason Bourelly. Jason Tankson Bourelly, you'll see on the screen. Your dad was Larry Tankson, is Larry Tankson, who was a real great competitor. So you grew up in a school seeing great competition.
Absolutely, yeah. I grew up, my father was a tournament competitor, forms and fighting. A lot of people don't remember he did forms and weapons also, and was around a lot of good competitors. So I grew up, seeing a lot of competition.
We're talking a lot, Jason, to people about what competition has meant to them. In other words, you're a superstar. I've watched you fight the best of the best. I've seen you just do things that I truly can't believe I've seen you do. But the person that you are really evolved probably is a great part from your competition. So how do you put that into words? What did competition do for you?
Absolutely. When I started training, I wanted to compete right off the bat. I was always an athlete. I was competitive, and I was able to see it, and I knew it was there. I was aware of it. So as soon as I started, I wanted to do that. And that, from then on, been doing it for almost 20 years. It's been what's driven me, what's motivated me to keep going, and actually what motivated me to keep doing it, open up a school, and that's what I do.
We talk a lot in our conversations with people about whether or not it's good to have your students compete. There's been a whole school of thought that says if people compete and they lose, that maybe is going to make them drop out of your school. Many people have told me, though, that as competitors, the losing was important in their development as they're winning. How has that affected you?
Absolutely. As a martial artist, first of all, with anybody who competes in my school, we have a set of rules. We have a handout that we give them on their conduct as an individual at a martial arts tournament. And the first thing is no complaints. It's like, sometimes you win, you deserve to win. Sometimes you lose, you deserve to lose. Sometimes you lose and you deserve to win. However, and vice versa. But it's the experience, and you become a complainer and all that stuff, or you're mad because you lost. You can't lift yourself up. That's not what we teach. We teach people to get past those sort of things, not just in martial arts, but in life as well.
So you're not teaching them to be victims in any way?
No, exactly. We're teaching, if they want to do competition, we definitely motivate them. We like to see them do well. But if they don't want to do it, I don't push them too hard. But those who want to do it, I support them fully.
Well, you're going to see Jason as one of the stars in the WCL. Some of you may have already watched him on Versus Network. I got a chance to see your first fight there in Dallas, and that was kind of an interesting awakening for you, moving from the point fighting over into the full contact.
Absolutely. That's what we just talked about. It's I learned as a kid. It's first time I went to throw my headgear down after losing, my dad stopped that right away. And let me know that you have to lose like a champion as well. And I lost my first fight. The best thing that ever happened to me.
Well, now, what I can say to our people out there watching is that you watch Jason on television, you'll see the kind of parts of his character actually in action. You're going to see phenomenal techniques. He and Raymond Daniels are just faster than you can see. When we watch you guys do point fighting, we can't see it happen. I say I'm supposed to see it happen because I'm a judge, but the average person watching can't see how fast your techniques are scoring. You're coming off the line so fast. Is that something that's helping you in the full contact fighting?
Absolutely. I think it's a lot of people have talked about it as a new, wave of fighters, a new style of fighting. It's a mixture of the two, and a couple other things. I think that training as a karate fighter, we definitely focus on hitting and not getting hit. Sure. So our percentages are up there in terms of how many times we're hitting our opponents, and are they fast enough to catch us?
One thing I might recommend is for you guys who are interested in starting some fighting clinics in your school, definitely get in touch with Jason Tankson Bourelly, because he'll bring the right attitude, the right spirit, and this handout that you talked about too would be good for the parents. So is there a place people can get in touch with you to maybe get a copy of that handout?
Absolutely. At my school, it's in Turnersville, New Jersey. You can reach me at 856-228-3390. Jason Tankson Bourelly.
I will have all that on the screen for you. Definitely get in touch with this young man. Set up some seminars. You'll be glad you had him there. From the Diamond Nationals, I'm Joe Bourelly with Jason Bourelly.